us today, and we feel their blessing arriving. But luckily, they can also come via technology. And so we are lucky to have a blessing from Kiana's family, Mark and Diane, for their daughters. And so I'd like to invite Kiana's Uncle Luke to read this blessing.
Aloha from the paradise of the Pacific, Honolulu, Hawaii. DeAnna and Amy, how blessed we are that you have found each other, that you are creating your own paradise. You know, paradise doesn't mean everything is perfect. It just means that everybody gets along and tries to minimize and resolve problems, or the world beyond them. We think that before God made heaven, he practiced on Hawaii first. And it was pretty much perfect until the tourists arrived. Just kidding. Because without all the good people who have come to our shores, DeAnna would probably never have met you, Amy, nor we. So hey, God bless the tourists. Amy, you've now been a part of our lives for many years, and now that you guys are actually tying the knot, tie it really tight. Because we're pretty sure it wouldn't be anywhere near paradise without you. So on this happy, profound occasion, we're sorry we've become such travel waves. But we just couldn't get our heads around that long, long trip back and forth. Sorry. That's what you get when you get old. We know you'd be in good hands with Josh, and hope the Lays got there okay. So we'll just stay here and surround you with our hearts during your ceremony. And thanks for letting us share in the blessing. First, try to imagine that your mom was singing your song, Umariu Mai. It was written by one of Hawaii's most prolific and beloved songwriters. This was her first song in the beautiful Hawaiian language. She wrote it to her beloved husband soon after they were married. These are just the first few lines. Listen to my heart, my ku'uipo, my precious darling, my never-ending love, my desire that you become mine. And so, DeAnna and Amy, on this your wedding day, Mom and I join with Josh and all your friends' hearts and God's heart, blessing you with the aloha that goes on forever. Na Yehovah e ho'omaikai mai a e alama mai. Na Yehovah e kaumai ika malamala. E kura maka maluna iho au au. Loko mai kai mai ia o. Na Yehovah e paliu mai ia oi ai malama mai ia oi. A e ka'awi mai I malu no. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his light shine upon you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace, both now and forevermore. Amen and amen.
Amen. So, we did the same ritual the last time we had a ceremony together. And I had been reading from a book called From the Source, and had learned about the tradition of Ho'oponopono, which water is often used to wash away any barrier or any hindrance for any situation. Just as the ocean washes away the shore and then it is restored, water symbolically restores the balance so that today may be a fresh, joyful new beginning for the two of you as life partners. If I could ask you to come forward with this bowl. You both put your hands on it. This is a bowl that Amy's father made, and so in it we recognize the blessings of both of your parents. And it symbolizes the koa wood, which is one of the most treasured and valuable hardwoods on the island. And it's been used over the centuries to build outrigger canoes, tools, and utensils, symbols of endurance. As this bowl contains the water that blesses your rings, it represents integrity and strength, both important qualities for the foundation of an enduring relationship. The tea leaf represents prosperity, health, and blessing of body, mind, and spirit. And so I dip a tea leaf in the bowl, and I sprinkle the rings 3 times. And I say these words, Ea ehano, ka maloia onalani mea akua apau. May peace from above rest upon you and remain with you now and forever. So Kiana, if you'll take Amy's ring, repeat after me as you look in her eyes. This ring is a sign of my love. That with all that I am. And all that I have. I will honor you. You may place the ring on your finger. And if you'll take Kiana's ring and look in her eyes and repeat after me. This ring is a sign of my love. That with all that I am. And all that I have. I will honor you. And place the ring on your finger. And if you will offer your vows to Kiana.
Growing up, I thought love was supposed to be hard. That the more difficult the relationship, the more valid love. Then I met you, and everything was so easy. We felt connected from our very first communication. And here we are 10 years later, and our bond continues to grow stronger with time. Thank you for the respect, patience, unconditional love and support you show me every day. Thank you for making me laugh, comforting me when I cry, and for being angry for me when I'm only able to feel sadness. Thank you for always being on my side and by my side. You have given me the gift of a life free from drama and uncertainty. Because of you, I have gained a mother, a father, and a sister who love me unconditionally as their own. Words cannot express how blessed I feel to share my life with you. I commit to love, honor, and defend you above all others, to share in blessings and burdens, to be your advocate and champion, to comfort you, to be your comfort, your sanctuary, and as long as we both shall live, to be your family.
DeAnna, here are your vows for Amy.
Amy, I have never thought it was a good idea to make promises, but I promise to try. I will try to always listen to you, especially when I'm tired, or want to hear the TV, or I want to win the argument. I will remind you that you are wonderful just the way you are, because you have convinced me that I am. That's how pure your love is. I will try not to annoy you with my germophobia. I'm serious. You will never feel alone. I am here with you always. You should always feel loved, and I will do my best to make you feel loved every day. I have learned so much from you. You have made me a better person, a more calm, thoughtful, and kinder person. I like the person I am when I'm with you. Thank you for choosing me every day for the last 10 years. Thank you for putting up with me and still want to marry me for real this time. It has been the best 10 years of my life. I look forward to at least 10 more with you. At least. And many more. I love you more
So take this opportunity, after you've said your vows, to offer you some blessings, to bless this sacred moment. So blessed is the source of joy, who rouses us in gladness, girds us in rejoicing, and celebrates lovers. May we continue to find delight and desire, friendship and unity, and finally, wholeness and peace. May the shouts of our joy, the ringing of our laughter echo and entwine on the trails, the pathways, the highways, and the city squares. May the delight that we find today in celebrating the love and companionship between the two of you, Amy and Kiana, further all of us in our pursuit of love and of peace. May you be blessed with the love and the longing for each other, and may your joy bring us joy. And let us say, Amen. Amen. So I also have the pleasure of offering some personal words to both of you. And so I think back to what I imagine amounted to your second date. The second day that you were in Hawaii. And I had the privilege of joining you on that date. And in many ways, am amazed, but not surprised, at how our friendship has continued to grow from that moment. The two of you have really, as you described in your vows, created such an open-heartedness, a sense of accepting of each other, of yourselves, and all you know. And I have felt particularly blessed to bask in that sense of warmth and care. And even though there have been some trials along the way, we have found the ways to support each other, to listen, to care, and just to know that our presence matters. And so it brings me such great joy to be able to not only celebrate this union like we did in Hawaii, which was, you take a moment to think back on that amazingly sunny, sandy day in Ala Moana with the ocean right by, and a different group of close loved ones around, to today, amassing the same kinds of important relationships and connections. Your love and who you are as people continue to grow so strong, and it continues to build. And so it's not as if you're that different from who you are. You're just more of who each of you are. And you bring out the best in each other. And I wish that for you from this day forward. So it is with great honor and privilege that with the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the United States and this community, and because this community, in my opinion, is what matters most out of that list, I invite you to join with me. With joy, and with love, we pronounce, Kiana, and Amy, united, in the bonds of marriage. You may kiss each other.
I can't wait to do this next part.
Yes. So as you've kissed, I want to just offer the blessing that your father also said, which is, may the divine bless you and protect you. May she bring you favor and have her face shine upon you. May her light lie upon you and show you peace. As you step on these glasses, I wanted to share a little bit of my tradition, as I brought in the Hawaiian tradition, which one of the reasons why we shatter a glass is that we recognize that even in our greatest moments of joy, there is still brokenness in the world. There are still parts of the world that need healing. Just as we heard the protest earlier, that there is this desire to bring and mend the world in lots of ways. And I truly believe that the kind of love that you have for each other can bring that healing and wholeness. It ripples out and creates change that is so positive and powerful. that you may not even be able to trace where it finally ends up. So trust in that, know that. And that when we shatter this glass, we recognize that the love can heal the brokenness. But personally, where I have seen this tradition grow is that what's true of the world is true of each of you as individuals. That there are broken pieces within each of us. There are parts of us that are a little bit more tender, that have some rough edges, that might be sharp at moments. And the whole reason, I believe, to get married is to say, I love all of you. And that when you step on this glass, you're committing to love the fullness of your partner. And to know that as you allow yourselves to be vulnerable and to let those pieces feel the love that you have for each other, they will be healed. And that you will understand that the entirety of who you are is worthy and expecting to be loved with fullness. And so when you step on this glass, you commit to love the entirety of your partner. We say in Jewish tradition, Mazel Tov, so please join me after they step on these glasses. Mazel Tov!